assembled at the Air Canada Centre, looking for a Raptors victory here in Toronto. And we've got it live right here on 2K Sports. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Booker?
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And one of his other great qualities, Steve, is his quick trigger off the dribble. I mean, he can get his shot off in an instant, a nanosecond.
Well, it was the Toronto Raptors winning their last game against the Lakers. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Shot is blocked, and they're able to recover. Number one, in a big-time jam right there.
When you're talking about a power surge, that's how you power that thing down.
He went hard to the hoop, Clark, and didn't disappoint when he got there.
No, there's no need to be passive. I mean, you've got to attack.
Fast break, Toronto. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam. Nice house and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The Suns on offense. 6-point game. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And in that first matchup, they got absolutely manhandled on the boards, guys. So they're going to have to do a much better job tonight in the paint if they're going to win this game.
And here are the Raptors now. 0. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Back to what Steve just said, in terms of rebounding, they did not have a good time of it when they squared off previously.
And once things started to go bad for them, guys, and they did go bad, I mean, they were that much less aggressive on the glass, and that's a no-win formula.
Here's Booker. 17 points for him last game against Washington. To halt the run, and that one's good.
Well, it took a while, but somebody finally got a shot to go.
You know, I was starting to get a little concerned for them. I mean, it hadn't been pretty to this point. Maybe get a credit for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
You know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fun.
Number 27. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender draped all over it.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots. Well, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Well, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one. That's been very apparent.
And anytime a team gets a double-digit lead in the first quarter, Steve, you could be headed for blowout city.
Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. In fourth, the Raptors.
And that's why this is an aggressive team, guys. I mean, they want to get to the rim because with that shooting percentage, why wouldn't you want to shoot free throws?
Gets it to go.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now, the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
So it's Phoenix now, down by 12. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
Gets the bucket.
Looks like he's trying to find a groove in this game. He just hasn't had it dialed in yet.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Monty Williams. In the first meeting, he said that he didn't feel his team was as sharp as they needed to be in their offensive sets, and that is what cost them the game. He told me if we can take care of the ball and execute in the half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a much better position to win against this team. Let's see if that's the case.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And getting good shots, guys. Creating those quality opportunities is something Coach hopes to see here early on.
You know, Kevin, I think he worries sometimes that his guys play too much individual one-on-one basketball. I think he really wants the focus to be on team execution today.
And that's where it always should be, Kevin. And Steve, hero ball doesn't usually end up allowing you to be successful. So let's see if this message got across.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
And here are the Raptors now. They're leading by 8. Gets it to go.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
Suns have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Tipped away. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. You look at the Timberwolves. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball, game in and game out. And checking out Phoenix, just way behind.
I think for Phoenix, they've stayed right there near the top of the standings. One of those dangerous teams that can give any team a real tough challenge on any night.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, when you catch them at their best, they're an absolute handful.
And Phoenix has possession after the Raptors pick up 2. Here's Bridges. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Poked away. 6 on the shot clock. There's the lob to the hoop.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach. Pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are owning this game early. They are constantly finding lanes to the basket.
Here's Booker, averaging 22 points a game. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the Suns and how they rank in the NBA right now. First in fewest turnovers per game. 7th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points.
Number 1. They get it again. Here's Young. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And Kevin, when the opposing team is bringing the ball up, they can't get careless when he's on the floor because he will pounce on a lazy pass or a lazy dribble, and he'll be heading the other way in a heartbeat.
And another one of his really special talents is coming up with steals at the moment a ball handler picks up his dribble and is getting into a shooting motion. He's got excellent timing in that regard.
And so here's Phoenix. It's a 14-point game. Rejected by Young. And here we go. Fast break. Flynn's got it. Barnes. Back to Flynn. For 3. Cannot hit. Suns trail by 14. Knocked away. Fast break Toronto. Here's Barnes. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. Booker in the post. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Barnes kicks to Young. Number 1. Nailed from three-point land. 10 points for him.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Three-pointer. Barnes grabs the miss. Here's Toronto. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Number one, defended by Paul. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. For Toronto, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. First free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Jay Crowder comes in for Bridges.
It really built this lead, Kevin, at the free throw line.
Timeout called. The Suns, as you said, they've been excellent from the free throw line.
Well, they're shooting it really well here, and they're getting there often. That's a winning combination. I mean, a lot of foul shot attempts and a lot of makes, and that's demoralizing to the opponent.
And that could open up things from outside.
That's right. Well said.
Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Flynn against Paul. Takes the 13-footer. Flynn misses.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Paul dishes to Jackson. Passes it to Acoin. That one wide left.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
To the middle. Here's O'Gee. Rebound by the Suns. We've got 1:23 left here in the opening quarter. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Flynn. Throws it up high.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Coyan, the pass to Paul. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. .59 seconds left to play here in the first. Johnson kicks to Paul. Paul, right side. Phoenix, no good that time either. Outside Flynn. Rebounded by Jackson.
So hard not to go for it when you see a chance for an alley-oop like there was there.
I know he wishes he had.
Paul fires from deep. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Oh, it happens. He's wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
Back to Flynn. Hangs in midair and converts on the double push lane. And the Raptors lead by 19. Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton mouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Toronto grabs the miss.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
And it's been beautiful basketball to watch, guys. Really sharing and moving the ball. And as a result, they've got a great flow going.
Hand in glove, 5 guys working as one. The power of the fist, we call it. They've racked up a bunch of assists.
And for the Suns, we've got Johnson, Jay Crowder out there with Jackson, and it's Payne at the point. Jackson passes to Payne. That 3 off the mark.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
And so here's Phoenix after the missed 3 from Portland. He feeds it to Crowder. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Portland. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Gets it to go. 10 points for him. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, you'd have to consider this not one of their best performances.
Payne passes to Johnson. Poke loose. Here we go, all alone. Number 5. A huge slam, the perfect end of a fast break.
Well, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Payne. Fast break, Toronto. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
And Phoenix has possession. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. The Raptors have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooter. Number 5 is guarded by Johnson. No good from outside. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the pass to Aqua. Tries to snap the cold streak. He lays it in.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making. Let's see how the Suns have performed over the last few weeks. First in steals. First in lowest turnovers a game. And they're number 2 in assists. This is a team that loves to share the basketball.
Yeah, Clark, this is a team that scares opponents because of that steals number that you talked about. They're so good at anticipating plays. They seem to have a good scheme defensively night in and night out. They know their roles. They make their rotations. They read the passing lanes. And they frequently get out there, make steals, and then get out in their transition game.
And the shot is good.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Pass to Payne. Kicks it to Crowder. 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boucher is guarded by Johnson. Here's a G. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Suns have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Pass to Payne. Takes the lead pass. Johnson, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Here's Trent. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, he's one player who can get hot in a big hurry. It's like he has an on-off switch, and once it gets flipped on, he's tough to stop.
And another thing about his game that's really noticeable is how well he handles defensive pressure when he's getting his shot off. He's a very composed shooter.
Toronto with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. He dishes it to Porter. Fast break, here come the Suns. Payne's shot is good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
A 3-ball. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
The Suns have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Tries to save it. Here's Trent. And that one is hammered home.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Fast break, Toronto. And here we go. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Back to Johnson. And they get it. And it's good on the way in. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
It's Porter outside. They'll get another chance. O'Keefe, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Crashes the offensive glass and gets a slam dunk for his effort. I like the work.
You know, Clark, pretty easy for him once he got a handle on the ball.
Yes, sir.
You know, you're never going to get a more quality chance than off an offensive rebound.
Toronto's gotten a lot of looks right side tonight, 5 of 12. 0 defended by Payne. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Raptors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
And, you know, I really think the hard work they've put in the offseason and so far this year, really making a big difference. I mean, they've made a huge improvement in their shooting at the line.
And good on the basket. Book it. 8 points for him. Toronto's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Number 43. And the Raptors miss again.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Number 32. And it's Phoenix scoring again. And here's Toronto. Picked off in midair. Got a piece of it. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now. And that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
Number 27. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 10.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Number 1. Boucher. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Here's Booker. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Toronto. Shot from free throw range. Great D that time from Bridges.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Toronto's gone even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Here's Trent. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 12.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Phoenix with the ball. Shot left block. Can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young. 1:14 left now here in the second. Number 43. Can't hit, so Phoenix will take it the other way. Fast break, here come the Suns. The feed to Booker. And that one's good. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, their offense has really come alive. Can they come back and even it up? That's the question.
Number 43. Defended by Bridges. 0. On the 3 off target.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
The Suns making a switch here. Ball outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
Fast break, here come the Suns. And the rejection by Flynn. And they get it back. And the basket good. He's got 7.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys. You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
cannot hit.
So hard not to go for it when you see a chance for an alley-oop like there was there.
I know he wishes he had.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's time for the Sunday night. For the Celtics, they'll be up against the Heat in Miami. That one gets started at 8 Eastern. And one game also on the docket. It'll be the 76ers against the Kings out in Sacramento. It's an 8:30 Eastern time for tip-off out there. Let's go to other action from around the association. Out in Dallas, the Mavericks are ahead against Detroit. A comfy advantage for them in the third. And back to Toronto we go. Thanks so much for being with us.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. The Suns shooting. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 from Monty Williams. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Here's Booker. Number 32. Dives for it. Feeds it to Booker. Goes back up. And it's blocked. The steal. Number 32. And that one's good. 9 points in the game so far. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Inside. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you got it, Clark. Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
And so here's Toronto. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
Over the last month, let's see how the Toronto Raptors fared in the NBA rankings. 8th in rebounding, 19th in lowest turnovers per game. And the assist category not going too well. The bottom third of the league. That indicates a need for more movement and shot making.
And the rebounding is really the key stat that I'm looking at right there with all those numbers you talked about, Clark. This is a team that really tries to be physical. And when they're able to secure boards, that does a lot of things for them. It helps their defense, keeping teams from getting second chance opportunities against them. And it fuels their fast break.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
No good from Booker. Toronto's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And again, no good by Toronto.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Toronto calls timeout.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there, so take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Suns have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Pass to Bridges. Gives him the lead pass, and that one's good. He's got 6.
Good, strong move, and not much defense there.
Trent defended by Booker. Here's the 3. The shot is off. Now the Suns take it the other way.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Takes a 3. Lays out. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. 5th, the Raptors.
Yeah, what a tremendous year they've had so far offensively. Those are special numbers they're putting up.
Number 43. Number 1. The stupendous finish in traffic. He's got 17.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Good! Toronto's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Number 43, defended by Bridges. Bridges with the board.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
Shot's good.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
And Toronto has possession. Number 1, another steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Number 32 misses the slam off the fast break. Raptors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And the Raptors making a change here. Number 1. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Chicago, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far. And they're definitely the team to beat. And of course, the Toronto Raptors. And they're down 4 spots from them.
When you look at Toronto, they've just sort of hung around. I mean, they're not among the elite teams, but they're not that far off the pace either.
And I think they're satisfied, Clark, with where they are right now because they're in decent position, as they move forward. And this is all about just surviving the marathon in the NBA. It's such a long season.
And the Raptors with the ball. The Suns getting the bucket. 0 on the mark with the 15-footer. He's got 17. The Suns have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Number 27, smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
So it's Phoenix now. To the paint. Good.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Number 43. Well, good with the triple. The Suns have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. On baseline J. Here's Eaton. To the inside. uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 10. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, with sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Raptors moving the ball around. Down low, knocked loose. Dishes to Jackson. Zero, guarded by Jackson. And they're running, pushing it up. Here's Trent. The good-looking shot from the wing. 14 points for him. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Featon. Number 43 bangs home the trifecta.
There's been a change in this game compared to what we saw in the first half. And he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in play.
They got to get going.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
And the Raptors with the ball, following the score by Phoenix.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
So it's Phoenix now, and that one's good. 17 points in the game.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
1:15 left in the third. No good there off the double clutch.
Good, tough defense there, getting a hand up, forcing that miss.
Well, he's got the reputation of being a tough defender, and there was an example right there for you.
He got right to the cup using that screen. 19 points in the game.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Things finally starting to come together for them. The deficit is still pretty big, but at least they're taking steps in the right direction.
Yeah, I think they're doing all they can do. Playing tough D, getting stopped, and then taking good care of the basketball at the other end.
.30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Featon. That drops. He's got 12.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Here's Jackson, and he banks in the layup.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And the shot is good. He's got 21.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Number 1, buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
That shot absolutely had to be reviewed. It's going to have a major impact on this game. To the naked eye, that was a very tough decision.
Man, you'd love for the replay to be definitive, but wow, even in slow motion, it's hard to tell if that one should count.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, in the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, well, Phoenix shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Lee passes to Atlanta. Ball outside. Six to shoot. He kicks to Lee. He passes to Atlanta. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's what Phoenix has lined up on their schedule. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Now here's Barnes. He's guarded closely. The trade. And that one's good.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Lee kicks to Paul. The pass to Atlanta from beyond the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
There's the bucket. Good.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Paul gets a screen from Lee. Paul dishes to Lee. Another three for Phoenix.
A wide-open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Trent. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Back to Paul. Clock at 6. Lee outside. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Trent covered by Lee. The dish now to Barnes. Number 43. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. Here's Okoye. Ripped away. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Oh! Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I would, Kevin. That was special. Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Guarded by Porter. He feeds it to Crowder. Paul. The three. That's good.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Crowder, and blocked. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And Phoenix making a change here. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Wasted no time on that one. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. That's tipped and stolen by Flynn. Expanding his range. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lee passes to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. They get the rebound. Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. And he knocks down the first one. And Toronto making a change here. And Johnson drops them both. And here is Flynn. Four on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Barnes can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Lee. Bank shot, no good. For Toronto, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Pass to Barnes. Now Young inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Look now at the Raptors' upcoming schedule. They host the Spurs after this one, and that's the third of 4 straight played at home. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Kicks to Barnes. Number 45. Good on the triple.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
2 on 1 as they jump out on the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
He was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
And Toronto making a change here. Passes to Young. Number 45. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot. And they needed that hoop to try to stop this run.
They just seem to keep coming up empty. And got to slow it down and get a good shot.
Number 5. And he is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
No, it's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up, I guess.
And here's Johnson outside. Phoenix, no good that time either. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda, and the ball's just moving to whoever is open. And as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking pace to their game. It's been fun to watch.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Number 45. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. He dishes it to Johnson. Can't hit, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Fast break Toronto. He lobs it up, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Number 45. Outside Flynn. Number 45. And it's good. Through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there. Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it.
No good from McCoy.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Here's OG. Off target from three-point range. Phoenix has gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Here's Crowder. Misses off the right iron.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Payne passes to McCoy. There's the feed to Johnson. Lee. And the Suns miss again.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Number 45. That's good.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
Pass to McCoy. Here's Payne. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break. Flynn's got it. Feeds to Young. Raptors moving the ball around. For the three. Flynn misses, but they recover it. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style. A beat down the entire way.
Dishes it to Crowder. And just miss after miss right now. Number 5 is guarded by Johnson. Number 45 off target. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin.